Hello, the Macam Cabby here in my taxi in Carlisle with my lovely Halloween lights. So this is about basically Yann M'Vila. Despite the fact that he's still a hugely popular figure amongst our fan base, I've always had a slightly ambient relationship with Yann M'Vila and his time at Sunderland, but it's certainly not because of the player himself. Instead, it's more to do with how the picture looked at the Stadium of Light when he last played for us, which feels like a lifetime away. Since then, we've fallen spectacularly, bottomed out and slowly started to rise again. And the 7-year gap feels like a hell of a lot bigger than what it actually is. And of course, the man himself was always a classy operator in a red and white shirt for us, with his athleticism, strength and powers on the ball, shining like a beacon, and there was no doubt that he represented a very rare success story during the dying embers of our most recent top flight stint, of course. His range of passing was superb. He was rarely outmatched in physical duets and duels, and he really seemed to embrace the challenge of playing for Sunderland. But when Dick Advocat was replaced by Sam Allardyce, M'Vila came into his own with a series of exceptional performances, as a Premier League survival was eventually secured. As the old saying goes, he was very much an Allardyce player, and it was much a match made in heaven at the present time, of course. But on the other hand, the club's downward slide subsequently began to pick up speed shortly afterwards, and the fallen pursuit of the midfielder during the summer of 2016 was possibly an unnecessary distraction as we tried to move from the Allardyce stewardship into the David Moyes era, which ended in an absolute utter disaster following May. Still, even as we attempted to move forward and the landscape changed, the love for M'Vila lingered though, didn't it? And so there was a familiar sense of excitement when he was linked to Wearside over the weekend. Ourselves and West Bromwich Albion were the rumoured suitors, with Carlos Corbin familiar with the midfielder from their time in Greece, and of course Louis Dreyfus, our owner, French connections seemingly coming in handy once again, as we apparently consider the possibility of adding another body in a key area. Could the dream reunion eventually come to pass though? Could the fans' favourite don the red and white stripes for the first time in 7 years and play a role in helping Sunderland to mount another top 6 challenge? At 33 though, you suspect that M'Vila will be easily had enough left in the tank to be a formidable force like he was at this level. And there's no doubt that he'd also add some of that much coveted quality experience. His class and pedigree are in no doubt, and he'd immediately become a senior figure within the squad. So all things considered, would it happen? Personally though, myself, I'd be staggered if it did. Even though a lot of fans would have him back, I would say there would be also a lot of fans that would say stay away. He's an old horse. It would be like a Jermaine Defoe part 2, you know, when we did The Last Dance. Does it feel like that? M'Vila could be unveiled for the second time, but this is Sunderland after all, so you can't rule anything out. Me personally though, I don't see any harm going for him if it wouldn't cost anything, to be quite honest with you. I don't see what the harm of it would be. If he's no good, he just simply doesn't play, does he? And we just wave him on his way. Let us know in the comments what you think anyway. Do you think it'd be good to get him back if we did win for him? Or do you think we've tried that too many times and it just doesn't work with the likes of look at Defoe? We got really excited, didn't we? We were printing this and that on social media. Oh, Defoe's great, look at this. And it was non-existent when he arrived. So let us know what you think. See you later.